Hey everybody, Dan Bottom here, B-O-D-D-U-M, and you're listening to Podcast of Pebble PR.
Sophisticated podcast, baby. Now tell me something good. Oh yeah.
Time frames, the frames of time.
It's like really sincere
One
60s
time,
folk.
I was in a time frame of time.
Hey, Mr. Government Man, when you gonna change everything we don't like? What's the time frame?
It was a time frame, it was a frame of time. I remember one time
Hey, Mr. Teacher Man, when you gonna teach the kids right with all the things they need to know? What's the time frame?
Time frame was a frame of time.
Hey, Mr. Businessman, when you gonna do the things you're supposed to do for us?
Oh, that's it, everybody.
What's the time
That's
frame?
the time frame, the frame of time.
Oh,
I guess I should take you guys out of the way.
Yeah, let's get out of here.
All right, you're out.
Thank you. Oh, no, I'm still down here.
No, oh, you are. How about now?
Yeah, I'm good.
There
I'm
we
back.
go.
I'm back.
What's going on?
Hey everybody, what can I get some more beats in my headphones?
For reals?
Sweet.
It needs more heat.
How's that?
Yeah.
It's like fisticuffs. Turn my shit up.
The time frame, the frame of time, huh?
Uh-oh.
I said, give me a word.
Uh-huh.
He says time frame.
Well, no,
that's what
I
we're
was
gonna do.
I was completing my sentence. I was telling I was telling Mike something, and he goes, "Give me a word," and I didn't answer him. I was just still saying my sentence, and the last was time frame. And he typed in time frame. That song came on.
I guess the best things happen organically.
I
'cause
do,
now,
yeah, I think so.
Now we have a
Time
moment
frame,
of-
frame of time.
There was a time frame, was a frame of time.
It's like bad 60s folk music.
Yeah, it was great though. It was kind of catchy.
I love everything that has reverb on it. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Sounds so good. Yeah, see?
Yeah.
You sound great.
You'd get dropped off in the well, and you feel.
We used to have a little reverb on the show, and then somebody made the 101.5 comment at you, and then you
CD
stopped it.
101.5.
Yeah, because back then I wasn't. That was Chris, man. Chris was just the audio guy then, not me. And I never noticed it until someone said it, and then I hated it.
Then you hate because that's all you could hear.
Yeah,
It's like the old school movies when they tell you about the little cigarette burn in the corner.
Yes.
Yeah.
Inverse Delirium was the show that I was on. It was a podcast, and the guy we were talking about it on the episode with David Kreisman a couple weeks back. The guy he found podcasters, and what he would do was he would say, I wrote the script. Mike, you want to play this guy? And then he would he would go out, and then you'd record at home, send it to him, and he'd cut it into a great episode. Right?
That sounds like a lot of work.
That's why it doesn't exist
So
anymore.
much work,
right?
yeah.
So he when I recorded it, I was recording it on our equipment, and Chris still had it all set for the echo.
Uh-huh.
So he kept emailing me back. He's like, "Yo, your takes are really great. Can you take the echo off?" And I was like, "Echo? What echo?
What are you talking about?"
He had like a reverb set on the software that we use. Didn't even know.
Remember that video game, Echo the Dolphin?
Yes. Sega.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sega. I got that little Sega thing.
Oh, you did?
Yeah. It's
What do
pretty
you
cool.
think?
It's cool. Like the controller, those kind of weird. You could still plug a wired controller in, but you have to. It comes with a wireless one, but it's infrared, so you have to aim it at it. So if you're not aimed at, it doesn't play. But it's awesome playing Sonic the Hedgehog. Mike, you got the what? Pam?
Yeah.
Pam freaked out.
freaked
She's
out.
lovely
Dug
and
it.
talented. She loved it. I can't even describe to you
How great it is?
how terrible
No.
the games are.
Oh no!
Yeah.
Well, on probably on your widescreen, it looks very.
Well, no, you can set it to be 4x3,
Yeah.
so you don't. It's
Okay.
not stretched out or anything.
Okay, but
But
why
there
is it
is
bad?
there's a cathode
Because-
ray tube too. I haven't played it on that yet. But
Oh, you
there's
have it too.
Yeah, there's a CRT setting that you can make it look like you're watching it on an old cathode ray tube TV.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
There's a couple settings. The idea is really cool. Like everything, it's nostalgic.
Is it slow or
The
something?
games are terrible.
What? It's Mike Tyson's Punch Out.
Horrible.
No,
How is it
it's not.
bad? Isn't it just Mike Tyson's Punch Out?
You're not 13 anymore, and you've never have all right. When you played 32-bit system, What was
16?
Nintendo? Was it 6?
8 was 8-bit.
No, 8.
Nintendo was 8-bit?
Sega Genesis was
Yeah.
16.
Yeah, you were talking old NES.
Yeah.
8-bit.
8-bit. Okay, so
Yeah.
you were playing 8-bit back when you were a kid, and that's all you ever knew versus Pong? Yeah, it was amazing. But now I'm playing Grand Theft Auto 5 for 8 hours a day.
You're
but
slapping
you know what I mean?
hookers.
Oh, but hold on. Hold on.
And like, it's real.
Right. You're comparing it to video games now. I'm not even into video games now. They're too complicated. I don't even want to deal with it. I'm just asking because I haven't played the new compact, nostalgic not Super NES, Nintendo.
Yeah,
the
NES.
new one that's at NES. But isn't the game exactly like the original? It's
Exactly
It is.
like it.
So that okay. I thought you were saying it was like laggy.
No,
or different.
dude. It is exactly the same. I played Tecmo Bowl. I played Contra. I played Donkey Kong.
Are you saying get bored with it fast?
Bored to tears.
Yeah.
And then I realized every single game on there is the same game.
Yeah.
Left to right, up and back, right? It's like Donkey Kong, Mario Brothers, Contra. It's all the same game.
But it's something to be said though. Like what you were mentioning before, Derek, is like it's like okay, you liked playing Madden. If you miss one Madden game,
Yeah.
the next time you're like, you know what, I'm just going to skip Madden. What are we on? Like 17, 18 now? Like I'm going to skip 14. I'm going to jump in at 15. You have absolutely no idea.
You're lost. You're lost.
What's
I don't,
going on?
I don't want to play the new games, and I don't play the new games. And I stopped at Guitar Hero, which I still shred every now
At
and
some
then.
point, you're just gonna walk into a room and you're gonna be in the environment.
You could miss Pac-Man Jr. and skip right to Miss Pac-Man. You didn't miss a beat.
You didn't miss a beat,
Right?
You're
Well,
good.
Super
Oh,
Mario-
she's got a bow.
I love the game Super Mario 3 though. That's fun.
But what I'm saying is you didn't have to play Super Mario 2 to understand 3.
That's true. Yes. Oh yeah, in that sense, yes,
Yeah.
absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. But anyway,
But
So I
now,
was disappointed, dude.
like you play Mario. I think I played Mario Sunshine on the Wii, and I'm completely lost. I'm running around in circles. I'm trying to jump through paintings. I'm like, this
Yeah.
was a little Italian plumber that was throwing turtles around. Now, what happened to you, buddy? What happened?
I did win Christmas though, the way I gave it to her. Right?
Oh, she didn't find it?
No, I didn't even box it, right? So I put it on a shelf because I generally speaking, I don't go Christmas shopping. I know you love the holidays, but I just kind of despise it.
and you
I
probably
do it on
wrap-
Amazon.
You probably can't rap either.
No, I do it on Amazon. I hit the wrap button and write the card, and it comes wrapped and with the card typed.
All right, but
right?
but I like rapping. It's
All right.
kind of like the holiday. Anyway, you
So
don't,
this came from eBay because I won it.
Right, you did.
So I put
Almost won too.
I put it on a
so that one didn't come wrapped. So you didn't rap it.
Didn't wrap it. Put it on a bookshelf right in the living room in plain sight. I turned it so the one side didn't say Nintendo. It just had like words, the words
Yeah.
you never look at, right?
Yeah.
So I put it on the bookshelf and then I wrote a handwritten note, like a really nice handwritten note.
Clever.
Put
Okay.
that in a box. I did wrap that. Put it under the tree, and the last line of the note was, "And look behind you on the bookshelf next to the picture." of
It's
your mom.
you.
That was good, right?
That is sweet.
Look at sentimental Mike over here.
I wonder what she did with the note.
Damn adorable.
I don't know what she did with it.
I don't know, but
With what, the note?
Yeah,
All right. It just, is the lovely and talented? Is she a scrapbooker?
I don't know.
Is she a keeper? I mean, I know she's a keeper, but I meant like, does she keep
No,
things?
I know what you're saying. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway.
Man, that's good. That's clever.
So anyway, that NES sits
You know,
directly next to my Xbox One. And like when it comes to like when I sit down and I have time to play and I'm going to be like, should I play NHL, game of NHL online with some strange 14-year-old in Tennessee and talk shit to him over the headset, or should I play Tecmo Bowl on my NES and be bored to tears?
But did you play as like LT and just demolish offenses?
See, I would have fun. Like,
Did you play as Bo Jackson and you just can if you get past the front line, man, you could run out an entire quarter.
Yeah.
They're all overclocked. I
mean, the
I
Bo
find the game
Jackson
challenging.
The Bo Jackson commercial
That's hilarious.
is better than the
Bo
game.
Jackson.
And then something dawned on me, like you couldn't save. And I was thinking to myself, there's
yeah,
no
yeah.
save function.
yeah.
So
No.
how did I get through a whole season of Tecmo Bowl? We used to
played.
brag about our stats. You had to play all night.
you could hit pause and walk away.
You could do that.
Yeah, turn off
Pause
the
and
TV
walk away.
until mom came around, cleaned things up, and turned off the game.
Yeah, now let
Same
me,
with all those games. Contra.
well, let me ask you a question, though. Zelda, which
Legend.
I feel like took me...
No, that did save.
Yeah, you can save Zelda.
How?
It saved on the cartridge, I believe.
In the game?
No, we used to get. Was it like Punch Out? I know that with Mega Man, It wasn't a save. If you beat a certain level, they gave you a code.
Oh, there was codes.
You had to punch in the code.
Right,
and I remember
dude.
like all around, like you'd be in the lunchroom, and someone would be like, "Dude, I got the Mike Tyson code." You're like, what? And you're like,
Oh my God,
And then
you're
the bidding
right,
starts.
dude.
The bidding starts. Like, all right, I got you 2 puddings,
Totally forgot that.
and I'll buy your lunch tomorrow.
I'll get you a nutty bar.
I get you a nutty bar. You want to?
I forgot about the codes, dude.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
codes.
Want a king cone?
Now,
I get you king cone.
now try this, Dennis. When you play Contra, the code up, down, left, right, left, right,
B A select star for 2 players. Just
doesn't
start.
work.
Doesn't work.
Doesn't work.
The Konami code doesn't work.
Doesn't work.
No, is it Contra? I know it's
Or it's like Ikari Warrior.
It's like it's
no, it's
Ikari
the
Warriors.
original Contra.
Yeah, it's
up,
Contra.
down.
Oh, because it's Super Contra.
It's Super C or Super
yeah.
Contra, so I don't think it's gonna work.
Doesn't have regular old school Contra.
No,
No.
it's Super Contra. Although I was playing it, it felt like Contra. I mean, I haven't played it since.
I mean,
Have you played
87.
Ghosts and Goblins? What was it called?
No.
That game is brutal. It is a brutal game. You're like a
Yeah, there's some on there that I didn't recognize at all.
Ghosts and Goblins. I remembered, and it's you get hit once, you lose your armor, you get hit again, you're dead. No health
That's
meter,
it.
no health meter, no anything, and the game is brutal.
Oh, what's that music?
You know what that means?
Yo, it's 2017 right now.
It is, man.
Thank
Wow.
God we made it through 2016.
I mean,
We made
we've had
it.
a few episodes, since.
It flies by though, right?
It flies by. It's just like 2017.
In September, let me throw this at you. In September, PBR podcast will be in season 5.
Wow.
Season 5.
Yeah.
In
Yeah.
season what? 3 of me?
I think so.
Mm-hmm.
We're longer now, second gen than first.
Sweet.
Much longer.
PBR 2.0.
2.0.
Yeah, that's right.
You know what I mean?
I think we're kind of like doing like a little kind of.
We all just stared at each
We just
other.
Yeah,
needed,
yeah.
well, we
I
needed
think
a
we're
moment to
kind of-
absorb that.
I think with this game with top or bottom today, we're kind of doing a throwback 2016 a little bit.
Oh, you want to do that? You want? We could do that.
I mean,
Why-
it's too- I'm
you are
saying.
playing the music. You're putting me in the mood. You're priming me.
All right,
I mean?
Yeah. Well, let's see how it flows.
Let's see
Yeah.
what happens here.
Let's go. Top or bottom number 1. This one has a comedic flair to it. Let's just
Yes.
say
It's
that.
got a little flavor, a little patois.
Top or bottom number 1, Kevin Hart or The Rock. They seem to have a love affair these days.
They do.
All right.
They made that movie.
Made
was it,
two of them, didn't
Undercover?
they?
What was
Did
it
they do
called?
2 of them?
They did the one with Fat Robbie, and then they did 2, I believe.
Yeah.
One of my favorite things that they did together was when they periscope at the same time, and they're like over the shoulder of each other, and they're yelling at each other about whose periscope's better.
Oh, I did see that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did see that.
I feel like we watched that together.
And I feel like that's also on YouTube. You can watch. Yeah, you could, like that's up somewhere.
I kind of like The Rock. I think we'll put The Rock on top. He's done a lot more different things. And I like, as a whole, I think Kevin Hart's stand-up comedy is great. But I think I'm going to give, just as an overall achievement in entertainment, I think I'm going to go with The Rock.
Yeah. I think Kevin Hart is hilarious. I like Kevin Hart. By the way, he's on a song right now with Trey Songz. Like he has a recording.
There's a guy named 3 Songs.
No, Trey. Well played, Milano.
What am I saying? How do you spell it?
TREA.
Okay. So
Wrong
his name's
again.
like-
Sorry, I messed it up. You don't have to fact check that, Sid. TREY. Trey Songz.
Oh, okay.
Trey, like serving on a
Well,
Yeah.
count to 3 in Italian.
uno,
Yeah.
due, tre.
Yeah, Trey.
3 Songs.
And Trey. Yeah.
Un, deux,
Three songs.
trois.
But anyway, yeah, he has that, and he's doing all these other things. And honestly, I don't know. About
Ariana Grande? Is her name is Big Nipple? Sorry.
I believe that's areola. yeah.
She's
It's all in the syllable.
She's a different performer.
Accent.
Yeah, that's a different. That's,
You put the emphasis on the wrong syllable.
I think. Well, anyway, I think Kevin Hart's hilarious. I love him in comedic movies. I have seen some stand up I like, but I watched this one special, and I really think I just wasn't like. I was like, this is just not funny. I think a lot of his laughs are just. He's Kevin Hart. He has that draw now.
Yeah.
He'd go up there and be like, boogada-goo-goo-goo, and they're like, haha, it's hilarious.
That was pretty funny, though.
And I don't know what his new special is. I'm sure it's, but the last one I just wasn't impressed. Anyway,
I think it's called Ed.
So it's like
I'm a big fan of Kevin Hart, but I'm going to put The Rock on top.
you're giving Kevin Hart the Eddie Murphy tag. Like all of a sudden now he got famous and big and
No,
raw
well,
wasn't as
I'm not
funny.
I
saying that.
disagree with that.
I'm not
Eddie
saying
Murphy
that.
is an amazing
No.
talent to this
Yeah.
day. Nothing he's done
He's
is
putting words into my mouth there, Dennis. I would prefer not.
It's not true.
Sidney
Dennis!
Lesperance. Sidney Lesperance.
Don't put words in anyone's mouth.
Sidney Lesperance.
Cha-ching.
Our fact checker. Fact check this. Derek or Kevin Hart. Who's taller?
Ooh.
Oh, come on.
Oh wow.
It's me.
I want evidence. I want give me some Photoshop.
Let's see some metrics
Please.
here.
Anyway, yeah, the Rock is a great personality, and I've known him longer than I've known Kevin Hart, and I don't know either of them personally, but yeah.
I put The Rock on top. I don't think I take a couple points away from Ballers, but other than that, I think
I loved Ballers.
Well, you would.
You know what I love of that show? Rob Corddry. He's great.
Is it still on? Did it do season 2?
Oh yeah.
How was it?
It's good.
Better than 1?
And do you know that Denzel Washington's son is the lead the football player? The black
is
dude
it
with the
really?
beard? I didn't know that.
Denzel's getting old.
That's
man.
Denzel's son. I didn't know that. But anyway, I watched that show. It's
Starting to get
it's
that
football.
neck.
It's NFL entourage.
Yeah.
Starting to get that old person neck.
HBO used to have a really good one, a really good football show. I forget what it was called. Unnecessary Roughness? Was that
No,
it?
no, no. That was
The movie.
It was like a 30...
Where was Playmakers?
No, I
Was
don't
that
know.
ESPN?
It's behind the scenes of like teams.
No, not 24.
Inside the Huddle?
No, that's
No, it was a comedy. It was like a 30-minute comedy back in the day. Sydney.
to change.
Find out
Did you
what
ever
that was
see Playmakers and how like that show was awesome, and then ESPN stopped producing it because the conspiracy was that there was the NFL was like, you're getting a little too close to some of our real players here, and we're having a lot of pushback and static.
Side note, real quick. Speaking of ESPN, Chris Berman, Boomer, the Schwam is retiring from NFL primetime.
Good.
What? I love. He's
No,
the best.
I had to stop watching.
Oh, come on.
He used to be the best.
he is the best.
He used to be.
He's not retiring from ESPN. He's going to show up at certain things. But, like, dude, Sunday NFL Countdown and Monday Night Primetime.
Stopped watching.
That's my guy. Oh, come on.
I agree with you.
He's so quick.
10
He's
years
great.
ago, man.
No, he's still
He's
great.
gotten, like, really old and not...
He
and
looks old, but he's still crushing it.
He could go all.
Tom Jackson retired. They should have went
The
together.
Raiders. Well,
He was amazing. I'm not taking that
well,
away
like
from him.
I think because Tom Jackson wasn't there this year, it seemed a little off. I didn't like it.
Yeah.
So like it was weird. They didn't have a round table. It was just kind of like Boomer and a guest every week.
Yeah.
But yeah, just shout out. Boom.
Yeah, I'm sure he listens.
He does.
So,
Are you yawning?
well, I'm waiting for the coffee to kick in.
Top or bottom, number 2, Jay Miller or Donald Trump?
Ew.
Ooh, well,
I just hope this question gets back to him.
I'm gonna go Jay Miller on top. Jay Miller is
You're
purposely
putting
funny.
Jay Miller over POTUS.
I am. I'm putting him over the POTUS on this one because I like
POTUS elect.
Like his jokes might hurt a feeling, possibly, but Trump's jokes could get us into World War III.
Oh, God.
So yeah, Jay Miller on top.
All right.
Well, I got to tell you. Okay, first
I
off,
forgot.
I
Donald.
forgot he was going to be
first
here.
off, I just got here. I just walked in. Okay, Mike, you're an idiot. That's okay. Who's this Dennis guy? Okay, I don't like him. Anyway, me.
I'm going to just do this for Jay Miller. Don, get in the well.
It's a. I don't.
He dragged me down with him.
Excuse me. Did you say wall or well? Okay, because if I'm in a well, there's obviously walls around me, so this is fine. Okay.
He's immune to the well.
He doesn't even care.
I don't know if you know, I could climb walls and wells. Okay, it's fantastic. I do a great job. These fingers, my hands, they say they're small, but they could really grab some
Get
rock.
right in the grout.
Don, are you offended that people say we're going from our first black president to our first orange?
I gotta tell you, my skin color is fantastic. Okay, it is absolutely. I call it cream. Okay, it's cream. It's like an orange Julius.
The meme of the year. Orange is the new black.
Orange is
Right.
the new flag.
So anyway, me on top. Okay, Derek, what do you think?
Thanks, Don. Well, I think
Throws it to
He threw it
himself.
to
I threw it to myself. I didn't throw it to myself. What are you talking about? That was Don. That was Donald Trump.
What it was
Very
art.
good.
Is what it was. It was art.
Oh, Derek, what do you think?
Oh,
Thanks,
no!
Arnold. Hey, yo, Derek, what do you think?
I wish he would come out with a new movie, so you can like it could be a relevant impersonation.
Yeah.
You might as well
Now
do.
he's the host of the Apprentice.
No, not Arnold
Arnold or-
Schwarzenegger. He'll always be relevant. What's his name? Jesse Pinkman. We don't even know his name.
No, I know his name.
John Michael Montgomery.
No.
Jan Michael Vincent.
John Wilkes Booth.
John Cougar Mellencamp.
Anyway, we're getting off track here. Mike, you were saying before, maybe we kind of do a throwback to 2016. Jay Miller.
Well, everyone knows who Donald Trump is, right?
right.
So if you don't know who Jay Miller is,
Right, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
J-
I'm with-
maybe
I'm
maybe
agreeing with
as, you know, I think maybe him on top because he did a great set at the Asbury Park Comedy Podcast
He did,
Festival.
he did.
That we produced. Can we? So I'm gonna go Jay Miller on top.
are you throwing a curveball here?
I'm kind of throwing a curveball right now. But I mean, it's up to you. You didn't do your top about him yet, but I'm saying.
All right,
couldn't
listen.
we play a clip of him?
That's fine. That's
Kind of
fine.
like
but
2016 review a little bit.
I think we can, but I think we're gonna need some kind of magical sound to make that happen.
No, that's not it.
That's not it?
Definitely
That's
not
not
it.
That was totally not it.
That was the
definitely
wrong
not it.
sound.
That's but we didn't do your top or bottom on that.
Jay Miller completely on top, right? I love Jay Miller. He won't. We no longer speak since the election. He won't talk to me.
Well, that's
I've been on
weird.
set with him many
Really?
times, like face to face.
He doesn't talk to you.
We don't talk.
Come
Give me
on.
one word.
Time.
Time. Here's
All right, so that's an easy word. Anyway, for the listeners out there, Mike just typed that into YouTube, and the first song he's playing will be the magical. Not that one.
not
that
that
sounded
That
awfully like top
sounded
of
awfully
bottom.
similar. It smells fantastic in here.
I gotta say,
Yeah.
it smells fantastic. What is that? Gravy?
Ladies and gentlemen,
Ladies and gentlemen.
now playing.
It's a little threatening.
I mean, you said time. I typed in time. First thing
Boom.
that came up.
Do you guys remember 2016 first off?
Oh, fondly.
I became the president-elect. Okay. It was great.
Dom, why don't you introduce our next act?
Okay, first off, this guy loves me. He's fantastic. He says he doesn't, but he loves me. Okay, from the Asbury Park Comedy and Podcast Festival, it's going to be great. It's going to be fantastic. Jay Miller.
But I am excited to be here. I am usually not excited to be anywhere. I love being home, and I love being sad. Does anyone else like being sad? Does anyone else enjoy that? Anyone? Is anyone too sad to answer? Is that what it is? Like when my friends go out on the weekends, they invite me out. Do you want to come to this party? I'm like, no, I'm going to stay home and watch Jim Henson's funeral for the 100th time. That is the sadness I'm talking about. You guys don't know sadness until you've seen Big Bird give a eulogy in front of a casket. It's another level. That's the sadness, girls. Did you think I was talking about like Carrie and Aiden break up in front of a fountain sadness? I messed it up. It's all right. It's a Sex and the City joke. No one else even got it. Bert and Ernie are the pallbearers. That was the other part of that joke. That's where that joke went. I love to cry. I love to just sit in my apartment and cry, let it out. It's very cathartic. I watch those videos, the soldiers returning home. Do you know those videos? Yeah, the soldiers go away for years and then they return home and they. I don't know why I cried. They make me so happy. Probably it's just nice to see someone else who's loved. But. Yeah, I don't know why they make me cry. Like, it's not because it's not like I'm not patriotic. It's not like that. It could be anyone returning home. It could be like Al-Qaeda soldiers returning home to their family, hopping out of a Ramadan cake. I don't know. I apologize. I don't really know how that works. If there's any Sunnis or Shias in the audience, my apologies. They have cake for Ramadan? Does anyone know? Everyone has cake. Right? I'll tell you what videos I don't like. I don't like those videos of soldiers returning home to their dogs. Let me explain. I'm not a monster, okay? It's that the soldier is away on tour for 3 years. He comes back, and the dog is like, "What? You're back?" Which is super cute. But then that guy goes to the mailbox. He comes back 30 seconds later, and the dog is like, "What? You're back?" You can make a compilation video of soldiers returning home from Stop and Shop. It's the same thing. What I want to see are soldiers returning home to their cats. That's the video I want to see. It's like, "Fluffy, did you miss me while I was away?" "Yeah, I missed you." "You know what else I missed? My claws." Don't laugh at that. Declawing cats. That's really just a lesson to you guys. Don't do it. Declawing cats is as bad as that joke is. Okay, don't do it. I want you guys to walk out of here like you learned something today. That's not mine. So I want to tell you guys a little bit about my sadness a little bit more. Don't cheer for that, please. It's depressing enough to have one dude. You're like, "Yeah, I'm glad you're sad." There's this website you could go on the internet, and it tells you what song was the #1 song in the country on the day you were born. So I went and looked it up, and I'm going to play you the song. This is the actual song. You guys could look it up when you go home. My birthday is July 31st, 1986. That's not that funny. That's not that funny. It's a mess up. It's a screw up. So this, I would like to play with you. This is not a joke. This is a song by the Manhattans. It's called Kiss and Say Goodbye. Does anyone know it? That same sad guy? Okay. This was the #1 song in the country on the day that I was born.
This has got to be the saddest day of my life. I called you here today.
That's it. I just picture my mother in the hospital room. I come out, she holds me and looks at me, and then this plays on the radio.
This has got to be the saddest day of my life.
That's real. That's a real joke. I love the last comic was Blair was talking about dating a guy who likes wrestling. And I love that once she talked about that, everyone in the front row stared at me on the side. She was like, a grown man likes wrestling? And I was like, but thank you for having my back. Oh, man. But I did have sex with a girl recently, guys. It's exciting, right? Also, we're all friends here, if we can all agree to be really loose with the definition of the word recently. And I don't even remember, I don't know why I was attracted to her. I mean, she texted me at 2:30 in the morning, and she's like, I'm drunk, do you want to come over? And I don't know, called me old-fashioned, but I still love a lady. And the thing is, guys, we'll have sex with anyone. We don't care. There were red flags. I walked into her house. She had jars of pickles on her table and broken glass all over her floor and broken glass. Not even nice. It was just she hates her face and punches her mirror all day. Did I hit? I feel like I hit too close to home over here. Sorry. But she was sweet. Once we got into bed, she whispered to me, she was like, I just want you to know, last night I ate an entire jar of almonds in my bed. And I didn't know if she was flirting with me. I was like, oh, I'll eat an entire jar of your almonds in bed. I don't know. I don't know why I've done this 3 times so far tonight. This is my new gimmick. But sex with her was great. It was as good as you'd expect for a girl who has broken glass all over her floor. And it wasn't great because of me. It was great because of her. I get so out of breath during sex. I'm 3 pumps in. I do this thing, which means let's flip over, because I don't even have the lung capacity to say it anymore. So it's just But I'm not terrible. I mean, I do in a one-night stand. Prince has that song, 23 positions in a one-night stand. I do all of them. I do the missionary. I do the doggy style. I do the slide to the left, the slide to the right, the crisscross, the reverse. I do all of those. I do the Bill cosplay. I do the roll and roast her. I do it Army style, Navy style, Coast Guard style, dad style, but weirder, I've been known to do the pretzel. I do the churro. I do the nachos with cheese, but not with the cheese on top where it comes in its own little cup. I do an up and down. I do an in and out. I do I'm not quite in, but it still feels good, and I'm going to finish anyway. I do the 69. I do 79 with a $10 off coupon. I do other. It's so dumb. That's dumb. Okay.
I mean, I wish we could have played the part where he danced.
That doesn't really play well over a podcast.
Dance was great, and the outfit he had on, and he changed on stage, which I thought was phenomenal. Which was for a lot of people, they think like maybe that wasn't planned. In stand-up comedy and all that stuff, it's all planned. Okay, but it was fantastic. It was fantastic.
I mean, a lot of his act was visual.
It was fantastic.
I would just, for the record, I love Jay Miller, and I hope
great.
one day we speak again.
I can't wait for that.
I do too.
reconciliation. Maybe it'll happen on our show.
Politics should never end friendships. Remember that,
shouldn't.
people.
Top or bottom, number 3, because that's what we're doing here. Jim Florentine or Robin Quivers?
Oh,
Yaki.
Now we're in the groove. Hey, all right. 2016 PBR podcast. Dennis.
I see what Frankie's doing with this list.
You think so?
Yeah, I could tell.
All right, because, Robin Quivers is a legendary sidekick in terrestrial and satellite radio. But she don't make me laugh the way Jim do. Jim's stand-up's good. I like his run on crank yankers. He can burp on command, so that hits like the 5-year-old in me. I'm going to go
Interesting.
Jim Florentine.
So I do listen to Howard Stern, and I like Robin, but I can't say I'm a big fan of Robin.
Really? She keeps that show solid. Like that show, like Berman lost his vibe when Tom Jackson retired. If there were no Robin, there would be no Howard Stern.
I get that, but what I'm saying on the air, I'm not saying I'm not a fan of hers. I don't know. I feel like I'm on like maybe Howard's team and stuff, and he's always like making fun of her about being like kind of like pretentious and very like, oh, you have to do this and you should do this, and they always play the music when she starts talking, basically. But anyway,
Remember Jackie used to sing
I'm going
songs?
Florentine on top. Jersey guy, very funny guy. His voice is very like this, which is
raspy.
interesting, very raspy. And he crushed it at the Podfest as well. So I think we're on a little theme here. But yeah, I mean, Florentine on top.
We got, I guess, like, can you make that happen again?
You want to hear another word?
No.
We're going to do the same song?
Yeah.
Oh, you want? Sure, give me a word.
Another magic word?
I mean, listen, we can't just go back in time. No pun intended.
None understood.
And just play things from the Asbury Park Posse. We need music.
We
need some kind of sound.
Raspberry jelly.
Raspberry. Oh, that's going to be awesome.
Raspberry jelly. What do you think it's gonna? What do you think?
I don't know.
I'm hearing something jazzy, but a little poppy.
All right, first one that's not an ad is what I'm doing. Right?
Yeah.
So raspberry jelly.
You need a website. What?
Wait a minute.
Like
After the
YouTube's
ad.
it's out of control these days.
Skip.
Oh,
This is the sounds of raspberry jelly. And we're going to bring this one in with a little Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Frankie
introducing
coming in here looking a little
Jim
emo.
Florentine. Hello, Frankie.
Hello, everybody. Now, you're about to listen to from the Asbury Park Comedy and Podcast Festival. I wasn't there. I'm sorry. I was practicing for The Apprentice. Jim Florentine now.
It's a video of a woman picking raspberries off of a tree. It's what you're hearing in the back.
Is that what's happening right now?
It's what's happening.
Can you feel it?
I can feel it.
All right, I can feel it too. I can't see it, but I can feel it.
Enjoy.
My wife has been pretty busy picking berries since we got back
Oh.
home.
Thank you. All right, give it up for Mo doing a good job, right? Host this thing. Everybody you guys seen tonight, give him a hand today, this afternoon. How's it going, Asbury? All right, 4 people. All right, great. I'm from New Jersey. Well, it's never got that good of a response, ever, when I've said that. It's just weird, because when I tell people I'm from New Jersey, people always want to know where, and I don't know why. It's really not that interesting. We live here, we know, right? I'm doing a show in, like, the middle of Tennessee a few weeks ago. The guy said, dude, you're from Jersey? Where? I'm like, why? You eat dinner at the Walmart down the street. Does it really matter what town I live with 17 states away? So I tell him, yeah, it's a town called Old Bridge. He goes, oh, okay. And that's it. Now, I feel like I got to continue the conversation. He started this. I got to fill in the time. I go, why, you still live in Jersey? He's like, no. I'm like, wow, this is going great. I go, you ever been there before? Nope, never been there either. I go, I'm just curious, why'd you bring it up? He goes, I have an aunt that lives in New Jersey. I go, wow, that's fucking fascinating. You tell me you have an aunt that lives in the same state as me? Get out of here. We got to start telling people. It's really weird. Who gives a shit? I'm a big sports fan. I don't like any of the local teams, and that's a problem. Like a big pro football fan, I'm supposed to like the Giants or the Jets, right? Living in New Jersey, pretty much. I like the Miami Dolphins, and I guess that's an issue. Yeah, boo, I don't coach a team. What do I give a shit? Right, but for the last 20 years, 4 times a day, I've had the same conversation with people. Wait a minute. How could you be from New Jersey and like the Miami Dolphins? Who gives a shit? I don't know. When I was a little kid, I liked the colors, and I stuck with it ever since. That's the truth. One guy's drunk the other night. He's driving me nuts. He just couldn't go on and on. Finally, I just go, all right, I got to end this. I go, yeah, it's a weird story. When I was 7 years old, I had a dolphin stuffed animal, and I got a boner one day. And I cut the back of the dolphin open. I fucked the dolphin. I'm like, oh, this feels really good. I'm going to be a dolphin fan. He's like, that's way too much information. I go, you want me to tell you why I like the Giants and baseball? He's like, I don't want to hear it, man. Cares. You guys are good. Not just saying that. I got a 5-year-old son. I just found out the other day that he's not gay. How? I'll tell you how. Because I got him into rock music, right? And there's a couple bands out now called Hailstorm and the Pretty Reckless. Okay, yeah, right. And they both got good-looking girl lead singers, right? So watching the videos the other day, and at one point he's like, Dad, my penis gets really big when I see these girls in videos. I'm like, yes, nice. I go, we have something in common, son. And the next day, watching me, and he actually whipped it out. He goes, look, Dad, look how big it is. I go, don't ever do that again. That's messed up. He's like, are you mad at me? I go, yeah, because me and you are the same size already. He's 5. He's got more girth. Fucker. Ma'am? A little too edgy for you? It's going to get worse. Just hang in there, right? Right. You got kids too, sir? No? Nobody? All right, nobody's got any. You do, right? How old?
24, 21.
All right, 24, 21. They're out of the house? Yeah, nice. It sucks. The worst part about it is the cliche questions you get when you're kid, when you have a kid. People go, oh, I can't believe he's 5 already. How old do you think he was going to be? Well, I haven't seen him in 3 years. Then he's 3 years older than last time you saw him. How old are you? I was 38. Now you're 41. Did you think he was going to be 9? Oh, he got so big. Yeah, that's what happens with kids. I don't know if you know that. You feed them, they get bigger. They don't shrink. You don't see a kid 3 years later. What the hell happened? He used to be up to here. Yeah, he's Benjamin Button now, I love hanging out with him. It's like being 5 again. It's great. Like, we go into the supermarket. He came up with this, right? Somebody walks by us. He goes like this. Sorry for my dad. And then he runs away and leaves me hanging. It's the greatest joke ever. And I can easily ruin it by going, hey, that was my son, but I just take the bullet. I go, yeah, I got a lot of gas today. I couldn't hold it in. It's beautiful. Yeah. He wants to do stand-up already. My son, he's 5. He already sings. My nephew has a band. He's already sang at the Stone Pony twice already in front of 200 people. He's 5. He's fearless. He doesn't care, right? But now he wanted to do stand-up. So I'm doing a show at the Stress Factory a few weeks ago, right? So he goes, Dad, I want to come up. I want you to bring me on stage. I want to tell some jokes. I go, okay. So we're driving there. I go, all right, I'll do my time, 15 minutes, and then I'll bring you on. He goes, perfect. So we're driving to the show, and I go, okay. I go, what kind of jokes are you going to do? He goes, don't worry, I got it. You'll see them when I get up there. Well, it's pretty cocky for a 5-year-old, I'm doing this a long time. I got to prepare. He's like, I got it. Don't worry about it. So I do my set, right, and I bring him on, and he gets up there, and he forgets everything because he doesn't have anything. So he's like, he's like, I'm like, what are your jokes? Like, and then he starts crying. So I'm like, all right, you know what? There's not going to be any jokes today, whatever. Next time. I felt bad. So I bring him off the stage. We go in the back room, right? He's crying, and I go, what happened out there? And he goes, you stole all my jokes. I go, what are you talking about? Because you did all my jokes and I had nothing to say. I'm like, what jokes did I steal? He goes, that was my Applebee's joke. I go, tell me what your Applebee's joke is. He's like, and that Facebook, that was mine. I go, you don't even have a Facebook page. What are you talking about? And then on the way home, he's mad at me. And he goes, some woman said I was cute and it threw me off and I started crying. I'm like, all right, whatever. I go, yell at her next time. But we're driving home and he's looking out the window like this. I'm driving straight ahead. It's quiet in the car. I'm in a relationship with this. We're fighting. Right? So then I go to him, I go, hey, did you laugh at any of my jokes when I was up there? He goes, no. I go, well, there was a couple guys before me who were laughing at those jokes, their jokes. How come you didn't laugh at mine? He goes, I didn't find you funny. I'm like, you motherfucker, no ice cream for you tonight. Little bastard. Anybody married in here? All right, a few. A lot of enthusiasm in that. Who's married? How long are you married for, sir? 16 years? How's it going? Not bad? Could be better? Good. Even. No up and down. Just status quo. That works. Do you guys live together? Yeah, see, that messes it up. Most of the time. All right, 16 years. I actually got married in Asbury, right outside the convention hall on the lawn out there. Yeah, and I had my reception at the Berkeley. That was 2012. And I was divorced 2.5 years later, so thank you guys for being here. Yeah, I'm divorced a year and 1 month now, so thank you. Yeah, it really worked out. I'm 0 for 1 in Asbury. Yeah, that's all right, yeah. My next one will be in Bradley Beach. We'll see how that works out. Yeah, what are you going to do, you know? You know what? Look, the problem is I like the train wreck. Anybody else? Anybody else like train wrecks? Do you right there, sir? Right, yeah. You know that girl that's like in her mid-30s, never been married, no boyfriend, no kids, lives by herself, and you go, what's wrong with her? That's the one I pick. You know, it's so beautiful, it's almost like a mansion on the outside where you got to stop and stare, but then you open that door, completely ransacked on the inside. Fecal matter stuck all over the walls. That's the one I pick. And that's a lot to put up in a relationship, but I'll put up with all of it. I got no problem with that. The only thing I won't do, and we talked about it before we get married, is cheating. I caught my wife cheating. I divorced her. I threw her ass to the curb, so fuck her. Throw the cheaters out. Don't put up with their bullshit. Oh, it was a mistake. No, it wasn't. It was all planned out. Don't buy into their bullshit. My situation was a little weird because I caught her having an affair with a 22-year-old kid that lives at home with his parents and is still in college. Nice, right? Yeah, but I had a good prenup and I got my house, so God bless America. Nice. Yeah. And I threw her out, so I go, where am I going to go now? I go, move in with his parents. Maybe I got a spare bedroom. I don't know. That's what I said. I go, if they don't have a spare bedroom, just move into his room. I mean, that was a good move, my Max. Think about it. She left a house, 5 bedrooms, 3 baths, and now she's sleeping in a race car bed, so there you go. She's actually closer in age to the father than she is the 22-year-old. I did the math. I go, you should have had an affair with the father, because at least you got the master bedroom, you know what I mean? You know, nice big closet, you put your skeletons in, it'd be nice, you know? Yeah, whatever, it happens. What are you going to do? She's still with him. She loves him. She's like, I want to grow old with him. I go, you can't. You're going to be dead by the time he's old. It ain't going to happen. It's just weird because he lives in my hometown. He goes to college right around the corner from my house. The only thing in common with this 22-year-old is him and my 5-year-old son are both in the same school district. That's a true story. Look, I'm not up here for any sympathy. Whatever. Shit happens. You move on. It sucks for a little bit. You whatever. The bottom line on all this is I got the whole house to myself now. I don't think you guys understand what I said except for you two. I got the whole house. Yeah. Let me break that down even further. Everybody lives with somebody in here pretty much. You ever have that day, maybe that whole weekend, where that person is gone and you're walking around and go, man, this is pretty nice. I got that every day of my goddamn life, okay? I put my son plays drums. I put his drum set in the living room. That's a man that lives by himself. And you know why I did that? Because eventually I'm going to meet somebody and she's going to move in, right? And the first thing she's going to go, really? The drums in the living room? Yep, grandfather in, motherfucker. Sorry. Not moving. Yeah, what are you going to do? See, now I got to get back on the dating scene. I've pretty much been... This is the first time in like 12 years. Got another long relationship before my marriage. I got to get back out there. And I'm trying to date women that I can have something in common with. Divorce with the kids, we have something to relate to. The problem is the girls I met so far, they're getting divorced after 10 years. And they're back on the dating scene after a decade. And they're rusty. And all they want to do is make out. Because when you're married, you don't make out anymore. The married people, you know, right? Yeah, right over. You don't make out, right? What's that? No, right, yeah. So now I go on a date, and one girl's like, don't you just want to make out all night? I'm like, no. This isn't prom night. It's a Tinder date, you know what I mean? What am I, 14 years old? The woods are over here? One girl's like, I just want to kiss you all night. I'm like, ugh. I actually tracked down their ex-husbands on Facebook. You didn't kiss her for 10 years? I got to deal with this shit now? I don't know. If you're in a relationship and you're having some problems over here, I feel like you might be. I don't know what's going on over there. You 16 years over there. All right, stay in it. It's a nightmare out there. Work them out. Maybe he annoys the shit out of you, whatever. I'm telling you, you don't want to be out there. It's a nightmare. It's, right, anybody that's dating knows what I'm talking about now. Especially with social media, forget it. That's a whole other wrench thrown in there. I go on one date with a girl. The second date, she's like, who's that girl on your Facebook page? Like, you tell me. You already did the research on her. You know everything about her, what high school she went to, her old boyfriend, you know what I mean? She got relatives out in California. You tell me. Holy shit. One girl, we went on one date. We're setting up the second date, right? And I call her, and she goes, can we have a talk? I'm like, already? We only have one day. We're already at the talk stage? She goes, you know, I started following you on Instagram after our first date, and you didn't follow me back. Sorry, I'm not a 16-year-old girl. Sorry, I didn't, I don't know. I'm a grown man with a house. I got a leaky roof. Sorry, I didn't check my Instagram page as the fucking water was flying into my kitchen and ruining everything in my cabinets. I had 17 buckets I'm emptying. Sorry, I didn't look at my Instagram page. Holy shit. I bet you didn't even look at my Instagram page. No, I didn't. Let me guess. You put food on there? Because that's what Instagram is. Everyone just takes pictures of their food and posts it. It's a weird thing, and you have to like it. You know what I mean? Whether at a restaurant, they take a picture of it like they're going to eat, I have to like that. Why do I have to like that? You got hungry, and now you're ready to eat. Why do I have to like that? I don't get that. Eventually, you're going to have to eat. Do I have to, you know? Or you make a meal, and then you take a picture of it, and then you wait. Because that's what people do. They sit there. They don't even eat it in case they have to do a reshoot. Right? You know, right? You don't know. You might have to do a research, and they're like, wait a minute, I have 672 friends. I only got 3 likes. What is going on here? Oh, you know what? Maybe I put the broccoli on the wrong side of the plate. Let me delete that, put it over here, and then wait. Right? Pretty much? Yeah. It's weird. You know what I mean? People are taking pictures of their food. I don't understand that. Like we've all, remember, we're kids, even now, you go through your mom and dad's old photo albums. Imagine flicking through, all of a sudden you see spaghetti and meatballs. And you're like, Mom, what's this? I cooked this for your dad in 1972 after the Mets won the pennant. He was a big Met fan. Why'd you put it in here? Yeah, I don't know. This is weird. Next page. What's this? Wow, this is the pot roast I cooked for your grandfather in 1976. He really liked pot roast. Okay, did you have to put it in the... Yeah, I don't know why I took a picture of it. That is kind of stupid. Holy shit. People are impressed with their food, though. They love it. You know what I mean? Sometimes they're so impressed, right? They'll actually put on food porn. Really? I'm not getting an erection looking at your broccoli and ravioli plate, dude, okay? Yeah. Yeah, I'm not all of a sudden, talking to my friend the next day. Yeah, I masturbated twice last night. He goes, what, really? What porn site you go to? I go, no, you see Jeff's Beef Stew? Holy shit. You guys have been a great crowd, man. Thanks a lot, man. You guys are awesome, man. Thank you.
I mean, Jimmy kind of killed it, right?
That was good.
That was good stuff. I mean, raspberry jelly into Jim Florentine. Where else are you going to get that, folks?
I love
nowhere.
I love the part where he's whether we played it or not, but the part where he talks about his kid, and his kid said like, Dad, you stole my material. I thought that was great. Great.
I guess I'll put Jimmy on top as well. Although I like Robin Quivers used to do ayahuasca.
She did. No, she didn't. Used to do it. She went and did
it's something you do, right? You know.
She went and did it, and she like crapped and threw up like crazy. And Howard's like, "Why would you ever do that to yourself?" And she's like, "It was an experience, and it changed my life."
Yeah. Apparently, it's a life-changing hallucination.
Yeah, there was a.
I'm cool. I'm good with it. I don't need it.
The reason I brought that up. Could you imagine if Derek went? I just changed gears. Could you imagine if Derek went and did ayahuasca and it made him not love himself anymore?
Oh no!
Like he would
have to deal with all his characters.
Please,
the world would crack.
Come on!
I just saw like a True Life on it, and it was like really freaking me. Maybe it
True Life
reminded me
ayahuasca.
Yeah, it was on MTV too. Like, right? You saw it?
I didn't. I see that Chelsea Handler.
MTV's still on TV.
Yeah,
she did a whole thing about going down there and prepping for it.
She has that special on Netflix. But she did it Because I think it's called Chelsea Handler Does.
Chelsea Does or something.
Chelsea Does, yeah. I haven't seen it, but
I saw the first 6. They were very good.
Yeah.
Very good. She's
Kinda
funny.
Clever stuff.
Let's keep this one quick, all right? Top or bottom, number 4. Quisladando or anybody? 1, 2, 3.
Anybody.
On
Okay. Top or bottom, number 5. Stephen Wright
Hey, everybody. It's Stephen Wright here.
or Gino Bisconti?
Oh, man.
You have a lightning bolt? Just do an impression of a lightning bolt, and that's
I mean, they're exact opposites, right? YouTube, either one of them.
Yeah.
Side by side.
Different energies, different deliveries.
If you're not familiar with Stephen Wright, old school comic, one-liner guy, clever as all anything. So
Kate Billy's
clever.
Super Sounds of the 70s.
Yeah,
he's got like long hair and he's very like this, but he's great. So
Frankie, give me one word while they're still talking.
Believe.
Believe. All right, I'm going to put, I was at the show. I was at the podcast festival. Gino Bisconti, literally, they say my sides hurt from laughing, but that's usually just an expression. My sides hurt from laughing. He just rapid fire, set up punchline. He didn't stop. So I'm going to put Gino on top.
Yeah, I love Steve Wright. I respect Steve Wright as a comic
Absolutely.
forever, but I also know Gino personally, and he is a machine gun of comedy.
He is.
Listen,
he's been on our
machine gun. The first time I met this guy, like I had to like grab the wall, and I was just like, he's so much energy, but he's the nicest guy, great dude. Gino on top.
Clearly.
Hilarious at the Podfest. Hilarious. And some people are like, hey, he's so vulgar. But honestly, like, there's always a good message in his comedy. It's very funny.
Super smart.
And it's super
smart.
Why
quick.
don't we play a piece of it? Here's the song that came up.
What was the word?
Believe.
Believe.
Was it Josh Groban?
Brooks and Dunn. And I don't know, like maybe who should introduce this one?
What, Pinkman?
Old man Wrigley lived in that white
Kind of don't like Jesse Pinkman.
Kind of didn't like Jesse Pinkman.
You know what? Let's keep it in the tradition of the Podfest.
Uh-huh.
And why don't we have, let's say, Bob Shubin Jr.
Bob Shubin. Is he here?
Can we get him?
Can we get him?
Was he at the Podfest?
No, but he's performed at the House of Independence.
Yeah.
That is true. Is Bob?
Bob? You want me to go get him?
Hey, how about it?
Oh, yeah,
Hey,
I'm a
all
good
right.
inner.
I was going to say, why don't we have Dennis yell for Bob?
First off,
Oh, that'd be amazing.
the fact that I'm here, I gotta tell you guys. You guys are terrible. This is the worst show I've ever heard. Okay. Second, you need a used car, you come to me. Okay, Bob Schubert Jr. Hey, how about it? Anyway, we're going right to this. We're going to, Gino Subs.
No.
It's not Gino Subs.
What is it? What am I talking about here? You tell me to say it
The
next.
comedian Gino Bisconti from
Bisconti.
the Asbury Park Comedy Podcast.
Oh, I love biscotti. I love it. That's why I eat it all the time. I love that.
He's not a cookie. He's not
not a-
Gino the cookie.
So Gino cheesesteaks with biscottis. These don't go together.
No, they don't.
I don't. Hey, how about I don't see how that goes together. Who am I introducing?
Gino Bisconti.
Oh, okay, Gino
Bisconti.
Bisconte.
I think you're hitting the A a little hard, the E a little hard.
I
there.
think I'm about to hit you pretty hard.
Oh.
Now, let me point out 2 things before I do this joke. 1, you're not going to get it. 2, it's for 3rd graders, so if you do, don't be like, ugh. All right, you ready? I said, Nick, shout it out. I said, Nick, what's a pirate's favorite letter? That's what he said. And I looked at him, and I said, you think it's R, Nick, but pirates usually get lost at sea. Okay, so. Write it down, Gatto. So my nephew. Joe will be kicking my ass in the parking lot while the kitchen staff yells Andale. So my nephew, once again, turns it into the greatest thing ever. He doesn't even laugh. He's like, how did you do that? And I'm like, do what, Uncle Gino? He's like, how did you know? How did you know I was going to say R? And I'm like, Nick, that's part of the joke. They're always going to guess R. And he's like, every time? And I'm like, yeah, Nick, every time. Okay. So now it's 2 years later. He's still in 3rd grade, the little retard. It's 2 years later. Trying like a son of a bitch. And he's still doing the joke, right? He'll see somebody new, right? And he'll look at me like, all right, Uncle Gino, let's do this shit, right? And then he'll look at the new person and be like, hey, what's a pirate's favorite letter? And the person thinks they're smart and they don't want to hurt his feelings. So they'll be like, is it R, Nick? And he'll look at me like, Uncle Gino is David fucking Blaine. And then he'll look at the new person and nail the punchline. You think it's R, but they tend to get lost at sea. What a dumb cunt, Uncle Gino. And I will tell you. Way to clap, Angel. You know why you clap? Because you got it. You're like, he loves his nephew. And then I zagged all the way over to cunt. You have no idea what I'm talking about. It's another one of those jokes. If you get offended, you're an idiot because you would think, to get offended by that, you would have to think my nephew learned the word cunt from his mother. Do you think he did? No. He learned the behavior cunt from his mother. I'll tell you that much. Thank God for my nephew. My nephew does not fucking, like, here's another thing. My nephew's starting to play practical jokes on me, and he's gotten really good at it, but I finally found a way to get him back. This is what I do. I will take my nephew's Ritalin, and I'll replace it with Viagra. And let me tell you, it really gives him something to focus on, okay? And of course you're laughing at that because you were raised right and you know it's a joke. My nephew, that's another one like the Anne Frank diary. If you didn't laugh at that, you took it literally, and this time you gave yourself the visual of me giving Viagra to a 10-year-old boy. Like, I'm gonna do that again. 3 times is enough. I get it. The dick on this kid. Okay. My nephew does not take fucking Ritalin. He does run around the house like a crazy person. Thank God, because he's a normal, healthy 11-year-old boy with good parents. Look, I'm the same. Thank God, I've always been like this. I've always been hyper. One time, my dad got the call from school, Gino's fucking around in class again. The mouth on that nun. But when my dad got that call, a 55-year-old Sicilian man who used to have 3 drinks at breakfast, boy, could mom take a punch. I will tell you, thank you. To this day, whenever I see a woman bleeding, I want pancakes. It's a funny word. When my dad got that call, do you think my dad hung up the phone and said, well, let me go see what we have in the medicine cabinet? No, he beat the fucking shit out of me. Thank God, and it would have hurt more, but he was laughing so hard, like, what the fuck is wrong? All right, look. But that's called parenting. That's why we have all these problems in this country, because people seem to forget that the word parent is also a verb. They just say, well, let's just have the fucking government raise our kids, and let's not teach our kids not to kill someone. We'll try and get rid of all the guns. Suck a dick. Couldn't resist. I don't have time. Raise your fucking kids. Nowadays, but in defense of parents, they're brainwashed. Oh, my son's not paying attention in school. He must have ADD. No, he doesn't. Your son has something called an asshole for a DAD. That's what he has. That's right. That's SPELLING WHORE. Now here's another one. We are getting ruined by fucking, oh, I'm depressed, I need Prozac. No, you need cocaine, okay? Let me tell you, I cannot wait to start my day. I'm brushing my teeth, this is fucking amazing. Fuck you, gingivitis. One tooth left. Come on, Chavi, let's go get eggs. Oh, I can't get an erection anymore. I must need Viagra. Really, Grandpa? Because you are 90 years old. Daylight should give you a hard on. If I hit 85, I'm going to jerk off every time I exhale. Not dead Yahtzee. They cannot wait to fucking get you to take shit you don't need. They have a patch for everything now. Birth control patch, smoking patch. Just came out most recently with an Alzheimer's patch. And a pack of 20 is $6,000. People, if you're having trouble remembering shit and need to stick something on your arm, a pack of Post-its is $1.50, okay? Dude, you look lost. What's your name? I don't fucking... Oh, my name is Gino. Look at that. That's fucking... Where do you live? I don't know. I live in Brooklyn. Who the fuck are you? What are you doing at the CVS? I don't know. This just says nephew Viagra 10 inches. I don't even know. Clever. Don't listen to the shit on TV. The human body is an amazing thing. You know when you're sick. If you have to be convinced by a commercial that you have something wrong with you, you're fine, okay? You're fucking fine. Never was that more apparent than this recent ad that came out. It's such an insult to us as people. It's like, if you're given to sudden fits of laughing or crying, you need to take this drug. The fuck you do? Laughing and crying is, what's the word? Oh, yeah. It's fucking called being alive. Those are the two extremes. You understand that? Otherwise, you're doing 37 miles an hour down the highway of life avoiding speed bumps. When you are laughing, it's a rush. And even when you're crying, it's a rush. So fuck them. You should laugh every day. You should cry every day. Have you ever done them both at the same time? Oh, it's a rush. That happened to my girlfriend the other day. We were having sex and I farted. And in the middle of crying, she started laughing, people. I'm Gino Biscotti. Enjoy the rest of the show. Thank you very much.
It's like,
I mean, you can't.
Movie magic.
You just can't.
It's just amazing.
I can't believe he called my mom Miss Partridge, though. But we've been down that road.
If you guys weren't at the Podfest, for those who weren't there, there was someone over to the left. Well, you're right if you're looking at the stage. To the left of Gino on stage. And wasn't that your cousin, Mike, or something?
My brother-in-law.
Gino, oh, yeah, he was just peppering them. It was great. It was great.
Fireball.
I got to tell you, it's great.
He's like the Tommy Gun of comedy.
Frank, why did you decide on those topper bottoms? We did magic with it since you just got here.
Because we kind of, we kind of did a throwback 2016 with that.
Because that was when
the podcast was in 2016, so we threw it back.
I bundled up.
You are. You're looking a little...
And ironically enough, just to let you guys know, or listening, we're keeping it real throwback because actually the day we recorded this is Thursday.
Very true. I like to spice up things once in a while. I thought, make top or bottom.
Speaking of spice, guys, grab her legs.
Don't mess up. Is she down there?
Why do I bother?
Don't mess up my stuff while you're down there.
Is Frankie in the well?
I put her in the well. You had her ankles. I had her wrists.
Wow, this is like a total...
That was like the cleanest...
Down here. Can you play my song?
What's your song?
Believe in the beat.
I don't even know what that means.
Play it.
Is that why you said believe?
Yes.
Oh, how are we supposed to know that? We didn't finish it.
All right, Frankie, get out of the well.
A girl in the well, I feel like it's a Silence of the Lambs thing.
Why did you choose this list?
I just said I chose. Am I muted?
No, you're out of the well.
You probably just can't hear yourself in headphones.
I can hear myself.
I have it a little low today. Sorry.
I took a sip of that delicious
tea.
I just thought it would be good to spice it up, We always top or bottom, some hidden gems in there.
Yeah, that was good.
I hope the people enjoyed it.
I don't think we should say anything until it goes up. They'll be driving around in their car thinking they're listening to a normal top or bottom, and then all of a sudden, oh my goodness.
They get a little Easter egg.
This what you're talking about?
This is it?
This is from Breaking 2 Electric Boogaloo.
Oh my God, Turbo and Ozone.
So good.
Wait, why?
So about 2 weeks ago, I sprained my ankle. And I was home on the couch, and driver Joe was taking care of me a little bit.
I saw
ice packs.
I saw Frankie's snaps of her foot or of your cast.
Amazingly, Breaking 2 was on TV. This was like my favorite movie as a kid.
This is Breaking 2 Electric Boogaloo.
Electric Boogaloo.
Electric Boogaloo.
What is the plot? Like the boys' club is getting ripped down? Or something?
Community
Is that what
center.
Miracles.
Yes. The community center.
Named Miracles.
Named
is getting
Miracles.
ripped down. And
There's only one way to say it.
It's got everything you want. It's got like neon clothes. It's got a street battle between two gangs, a dance-off,
That's
a love story
question.
triangle.
What came out first? Beat It or Breaking 2?
Beat It as in
Like Michael
Jackson's song?
Yeah, curious.
was 82?
Sidney L'Esperance.
Fact check.
Fact check that, because
But-
that's the same thing. Same plot.
Play this song.
Wait,
louder
Beat It?
playing
right
for
now.
these people.
What do you mean, Beat It the movie?
Play it a little louder.
Beat It, the music video is two gangs dance fighting.
Well, I mean, really, then we're going
And I
all the way back to
decided-
West Side Story.
It's the basic plot of any good movie from the 80s, but this song, this finale
always
song,
some
I've decided is
businessman.
my spirit song of 2017. I believe in the
So
beat.
Frankie did ayahuasca. She heard this song.
I don't know which way it's going to go,
Well,
but
you know.
I believe in the beat.
You ask her to
There's
sit
a-
down. And
I like it.
Who made? Is that Canon Films? There's a documentary. I don't know if it's still on Netflix. They did a documentary about Canon Films. It was just like Chuck Norris movies,
Yeah.
Bloodsport,
Bloodsport.
like The Apple, all this stuff. These guys, Menachem Golem was his name, was just this guy and wanted to make movies. He would sell them before he made them, and he would just spin gold or spin 80s style gold.
80s Vietnam movies were the joint.
Like
Delta
Force.
Missing in Action.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Uncommon Valor.
Iron Eagle? Was that
Iron Eagle.
Was that Lou Gossett?
Okay, I don't know what you're talking about.
What?
But hold on
on.
a second. The other day, Risky Business was on.
Great
Yeah,
And
movie.
all my whole life, I'm thinking, I saw that movie. Yeah, I saw the movie. I know
never
that
saw
movie.
it?
I
You saw
started
the
watching
one
it.
scene where he slides into his underwear.
Everyone knows that scene, and I
Sure.
just put it in my I saw it, but I watched it, and great movie, but so unrealistically you look at it,
1980s, bro.
Yeah.
83,
83.
and you look at it now, and you're just like, this could never happen, and. The lead woman,
Joey Pantaleone, is in this movie.
Rebecca De Mornay.
Rebecca De Mornay. She was in porn.
Rebecca
Too. She was a
De
porn
Mornay.
actress.
Really?
She was?
Yes.
Before that or after that?
60%.
Before that or after that?
Maybe during.
Wait, hold on. Who's the guy?
Sorry,
you
I
said?
can't come to set right
Joey
now.
Pantaleone.
Is that Balky Bartaka?
No,
that's
he's in
the
it
Bronson-
too.
Bronson Pinchot show.
He's in it.
So is Booger.
Oh, Joey
Joey
from
Pantaleone.
The Sopranos.
Yes,
Yep.
from everything.
Yes.
And
from
Booger's in
everything.
it.
Booger's in it.
Booger's in it. Isn't he his buddy who's like, sometimes you just got to say, what the F?
Yeah.
Joe, listen, I'm just putting up a little reverb because I am going to be amazed. I really just want to see who can keep up with me. Clap your hands, everybody. And everybody clap your hands. Because we lambda, and
Omega moves.
And we come here on stage tonight to do our show for you. We got a high-tech rhythm and a high-tech sound. That'll make your movie body down to the ground. We got Booger Presley on the violin, and Louis St. Gilbert will be joining in. We got, Booger Presley's on the main guitar.
We got Poindexter
on the violin.
And don't they play?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
And a rap by Little O, Me Lamar. We got Hitachi beating on the gong. The boys and the crew are rapping along. Why do I know that?
That's pretty good.
It's excellent.
That is
Revenge of the Nerds.
Dude, when I was very, very little, Revenge of the Nerds came on, and I just remember being so enamored with that scene when at the end he goes into the moon room and I'm like as a little kid watching it, like very little, I was like, this is like porn to me. Like I was
It
like,
is. It's
This
also
is so cool. I think she was in her bra.
Yeah, it's also, if you look at it really, it's an assault because she had no idea who that was.
Such a great movie. They don't make them like that.
They don't make them like that anymore.
What's the guy who played? What's the ogre's name? Is it Ogre?
He was on that show on HBO, the football show I'm talking about.
Yeah.
I don't remember his name, but he's the
He was in
stupid guy.
Bloodsport too.
What's his name?
He was
What's
in
his name in
Bloodsport.
Nerds? Is it Ogre?
It's Ogre.
It's Ogre in
Ogre.
every.
He's the last one
thing.
standing when they put the liquid heat in the jock straps.
Nerds! His whole career, he made off of that.
That's it.
Right? What the hell was the name of that football show?
I don't know what you're talking about.
I'll IMDb it, but I don't even know what that guy. I know the guy's name is Ogre.
Scripted or reality?
No, it was scripted.
What?
On HBO. Type HBO 80s football comedy.
Let Sydney do it,
But it was 80s in the 80s?
And everybody clap your hands.
Cause we lambda, and Omega Moon. I nailed it.
And we come here on stage.
His name is Donald Gibb.
to a show for you.
We got a high
rockin'
tech
rhythm
and a high tech sound that'll make you move your body down to the ground. We got Booger.
Dexter on the violin. And Louis and Gilbert will be joining in. We got Booger Presley on the main guitar.
And a rap by Little O Me Lamar.
We got Takashi beating on his gong.
The boys and the crews are crapping along.
And just when you thought you seen it all, along comes a lambda 4-foot tall. So when
That's it, dude.
the little
I
dude, right?
totally remember that.
That's the little genius.
How did
kid.
we even get onto that that topic?
We were talking about 80s stuff. It just gets you there. Hearts of Fire. No, we're still in the 90s here. Wow, he did a lot
Remember
of
that
stuff.
movie Rad?
Oh, I love
Yeah.
that. Rad was dope.
Rad.
Get ready
that was
to
bikes,
break
right?
the ice. Feels like time is standing
Every
still.
80s movie had a sweet montage and an awesome song.
That's how I had to learn things
You know,
in the 80s.
and cousin Aunt Becky. She's the woman.
Oh, yeah, Aunt Becky's the girlfriend.
She's doing the tricks on the bike.
Well, as tradition states it on PBR Podcast, when
Jocks.
the intern is in the house, that was the name of the show?
That might have been the name of the show.
That might have been it.
Beating Team Dennis, I guess. Dennis is on the show. He makes the game. Dennis, go.
Are we not? Is Dan's not here?
I don't think Dan's here today.
Dan's not here today?
Dan's sick.
Dan's not feeling good?
Frank, he called you, right?
I don't speak to him.
You don't talk to Dan? What?
Really?
How does he?
I
Who does he-
refuse.
Who does talk to him?
I think one of you guys send the script or something. I don't know.
Should we check in the well?
I don't know. Is he there? Look down in the well. See if Dan's there.
Everybody!
Oh,
Hey,
maybe
he's still
that's
in
why
the
he's
well.
always in.
Everybody!
We never let him out.
We never let him out.
Dad Bottom here. I've been in the well for about a week.
Who's been feeding him?
Well, people have been dropping down birds and whatnot. I just been kind of ripping off their heads and eating them. I'm great, though. I'm a big guy.
What?
Dad Bottom, that's Bio. DDUM.
I was going to say one question. How the hell do you spell your name?
That's
we had some questions.
DDM. Dead bottom.
All right. What's the game?
Is there an apostrophe? All right, the game is called Conspiracy Schmaspiracy. I'm going to read you a conspiracy, and you're going to tell me whether or not it's an actual conspiracy that Dennis researched and found on the internet, or is it something he just made up in his wild imagination?
Which is funny because most conspiracies are probably a joke anyway, so it's actually is the conspiracy. They're probably.
I'm appealing to.
I like what you're doing with that.
I'm getting meta here.
Yeah, you're getting meta. It's all right. You know, history majors, we love to evidence and conspiracy.
I'm not a history major.
Why? You know, Mike is. I was. Anyway, here we go. Conspiracy or schmaspiracy?
Did you just see that?
The U.S. government.
All of those people peeking behind the curtain.
Oh no, are they here? Them. The U.S. government created the food pyramid in an effort to make most of the American people obese and easy to capture and enslave. Conspiracy?
I mean, he had me at the beginning.
schmaspiracy?
Like I guess they would want you to eat certain things that they can control, but then he went with the like fat and capture angle.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there are so many conspiracies out there,
And like, who's
there
to say
are
that
so many.
that you're conspiracy? Like, it's even like who are you to judge whether it's true or not? Like, what is your source, Dennis?
Like I just ate
internet.
Like I just ate an Airhead. Like I bet you, I just ate an Airhead. I bet you there's a conspiracy about Airheads that you eat it and it kills brain cells, so you eventually get more dumb.
Frank,
and they own you.
Can you just Google Airhead conspiracies while we're going
Let's
through
do-
this?
yeah.
I'm saying bullshit.
You're saying it's a
I'm
schmaspiracy?
saying
Conspiracy.
wait, conspiracy.
Yes.
Conspiracy.
Please
Schmaspiracy,
keep
yeah.
trying.
It's like Derek Schmerich or Mike Schmike.
Yeah, you got it.
conspiracy. Conspiracy. That's it's not.
You can't get it. No, we're gonna wait.
No, it should be conspiracy. Conspiracy.
No, it's
Conspiracy. Conspiracy.
You can't tell him his game.
not. I can't.
Wait, well, you're
This is an
saying
even better part
You're
of the
saying
game.
conspiracy.
Conspiracy schmaspiracy.
Conspiracy. Schmaspiracy. That's dumb. Keep going.
What, you just met him?
Schmaspiracy.
What do you think? Is it a schmaspiracy?
So dumb. I think schmaspiracy.
Yes. It is a schmaspiracy. I made that up.
Of course you did.
Of course it is.
Next one.
Full
Jay-Z is a time-traveling vampire.
Might.
All right, wait, hold on a second.
Hold on, okay.
This is so ridiculous. Let's think
is.
about this.
It is.
His basis for truth is that he found it on the internet. So it's not
Yes.
whether or not it's a conspiracy or
I'm not saying I'm not going to do any
He's
research
saying-
on these. I'm saying, is this a conspiracy that I found,
On the
or is it
internet.
one that I made up?
Oh, okay. Well,
So then you
all right.
just by definition of this game, you found that on the internet. But I want to know, the question is, what did you type to find that?
Well,
then I threw the computer away.
probably the thing is that there are pictures. You look like you could type in like old timey picture of Jay-Z, and there's a little kid looks just like Jay-Z from like the 1800s or something.
Mm-hmm.
And there's another, but there's pictures of
Nothing.
Nothing.
Crickets.
well, I don't know
Hold
what you
on,
meant
say
by
it
that.
one more time.
Well, you could go online and look up like Jay-Z in early 1900s or late 1800s. And there's a picture of a kid that looks just like Jay-Z now. So I feel like in going in that realm, I'm saying some weirdo dumb person made this an actual conspiracy. Yes.
So you're saying conspiracy?
Yes.
Mike?
Yeah.
Conspiracy? It is an actual conspiracy.
Yeah.
I found online that people literally think that Jay-Z is a time-traveling vampire.
There's actually there's a picture of Tiger Woods too or something that looks exactly.
I mean,
And Nicolas Cage gets it a lot too.
Oh yeah,
If
yeah.
vampires are real, it would only make sense that they're famous.
A lot of access to all that
I
delicious
mean, you're around so long. You know what I mean? You have
figure something out.
powers. You can like I mean, depending on which realm you're talking about, you can control the mind. Like, of course, you would be famous.
Jay-Z's from the Brooklyn chapter of vampires.
Vampire in Brooklyn.
Yeah.
The Kardashian women are actually alien demons, and they feed off and destroy the men in their lives. For instance, Robert Kardashian, a man who speaks for a living, dies of throat cancer. Bruce Jenner, a symbol of masculinity, starts to undergo sexual reassignment treatments. Khloe Kardashian marries Lamar Odom, and he is eventually found comatose in a Nevada brothel. Kim Kardashian marries Kanye West, and
And he
now
goes
Kanye
crazy.
is losing his mind. Conspiracy or schmaspiracy?
You just read it. That's fact. Like, oh my God, I never thought about it. Why are people not talking about this?
I don't
For
like
real.
them.
It's crazy, right?
So I'm saying.
Can you argue that that's accurate?
Yeah, it's pretty accurate.
So you're saying conspiracy?
Listen, I'm not even playing a game right now. Like, you just blew my mind. Why are they not in prison? They're a cult. They're a man-hating cult.
Oh, 100% a Kardashian cult. It's definitely a cult. They have a cult following.
They're killing every man. And you left out the fact that their brother Rob is all effed up now.
He's all messed
and
up.
where's that dude Steve she was married to?
Steve?
Google that shit. Wasn't he?
that other guy, the Nets player.
No.
No, the guy from the Clippers.
No, the little white dude with the slicked hair. He was the...
D.
Wasn't she married?
He was married to
someone for like 76
No, it wasn't
days?
Kim, man. It was...
Chloe?
No, the good-looking one.
It was the other one. Not Kim and not
Courtney.
Courtney. No,
Oh,
Courtney's
that guy, Scott Disick.
Scott
Disick.
Disick.
Oh, yeah.
Where's he? Huh?
Who knows?
Huh?
I think
Google
he's
that, Sydney.
Actually, I think he's very rich and has a
He's
lot of
in the-
cars.
Maybe he was.
Converted.
Yeah.
He
So you're
converted to
saying
what?
conspiracy?
He's part of the cult.
He's
now.
part of the cult.
I think
Maybe he's
he's
a
drinking
woman.
the Kool-Aid.
Conspiracy.
Conspiracy?
No, not a conspiracy.
No, not a
at all.
conspiracy. It's
100%.
It's a schmaspiracy, though.
Yeah,
I
but
made that up.
But it's
But
real.
now all of a
It's really
sudden,
good. You wrote
I wrote that.
Wow.
You wrote truth.
Frank,
I'm
you're
thinking
fired.
that maybe maybe I was onto something.
Not a conspiracy. Real.
The moon
Oh, jeez.
Stop.
doesn't exist.
Stop. It does, and it's fake.
It's a hologram.
It's not a hologram. It's fake, though. So
I
The
100%.
hologram is real?
No, the hologram. It's not a hologram.
Do you think it's the wrong conspiracy?
Like the Death Star?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, you're scratching up the wrong pole.
100%. That's a conspiracy. I'm
Conspiracy?
sure people think that and they're dumb.
The moon is 100% man-made.
Sure.
That's fact.
There's also cheese on it.
No, there's no cheese.
Yeah, I'll just save everybody from this. Is a conspiracy. I found it online.
Yeah.
I only included it to just make Mike feel better. Donald Trump is actually an actor named Terry Donahoe, and he was hired by the New York elite to be a lightning rod for negative attention so that the New York elite can carry out their nefarious plots unabated.
No, that's not real, because Donald Trump's been around a long time.
Well, yeah, that's right. I mean, some people call me T. Why? I don't know.
Nobody calls you that.
Nobody calls you that.
My close family do. Oops, did I say that out loud?
It's a schmaspiracy. I made that
that
up.
was bad.
Yeah, I don't believe in that because you're an idiot.
Saved by the Bell was a vehicle for the Illuminati.
Oh, jeez.
Turns out that the teen
100%
high school
is a
comedy
conspiracy.
Saved by the Bell was riddled with hidden messages endorsing Satanism. That was the true intention of the show's creators and its stars, as well as the hidden messages in the theme song.
100% people believe that's true because people are idiots. That's a conspiracy.
What's hidden in the theme song? Do you have examples?
Well, you wake up in the morning.
Yeah.
And your alarm
Something,
gives out
something. The alarm gives out a warning.
I don't
think
think
I'll
I'll
ever
ever
make
make
it
it
on
on time.
By the time I grab my books and I give
Get-
myself a look,
I'm at the corner just in time to see the bus fly by.
but it's all right
It's all right.
because we're saved by the bell.
Yeah.
I don't find any conspiracy in that.
Did you hear that?
Worship the Dark One. Worship the Dark One.
See now,
You playing that backwards?
I was gonna say, the clever way to play that would have said if you play the theme song to say what about backwards.
That's a hard one to find.
I still think it's a conspiracy. People are dumb.
I'm gonna type that in, see if it comes up.
See if it comes up. Mike, you think it's a conspiracy or is it
Oh my God.
conspiracy?
I think.
Now you're looking it up online. You might be able to.
Oh my God, mix Saved by the Bell satanic backwards message.
No. Oh my God. Well, it's a conspiracy.
When I wake up in the morning and the alarm gets out of warning, I don't think I'll ever make it on.
All right, hold on. I think they're playing it the first way first.
All right,
Okay.
forward through
Okay.
it. Scrub.
Well, I think people. This is a real conspiracy, obviously.
Yeah.
I
It's a
said conspiracy. Yeah.
Yeah. I got a couple
Okay,
more if you guys want to keep going.
Here we go.
Let
Here we
me
go.
know.
Hold on. Man, I miss my Satan. We're all Satan. Man, I miss my Satan. We're all saved. And I miss my Satan. We're all saved. Yo.
I heard none of that except for what you were saying.
now listen.
Zero chance.
Man, I miss my Satan. We're all saved.
Zero chance.
There's none of that coming through.
Just like they thought Don Henley, when he wrote Hotel California, was completely satanic as well.
Wow.
Do you know that? You know,
Life.
Hotel California?
I hope everybody at home can
But they just
get a
can't
towel.
kill the beast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
People think he's talking about the devil.
The
It's
warm
all-
smell of colitas. It's
Well,
like, what
no,
is that?
he kind of is talking about the devil. He's like, it's a drug.
Yeah, but he's not. It's not.
It's-
They said if you play it backwards as well, that song.
Okay.
The Denver airport is the home of all evil from the New World Order. Denver's international airport is the epicenter of all world evil. and there are cryptic signs
Why Denver?
all over
No.
the airport.
That's a schmiracy.
Schmaspiracy?
Why Denver? I mean, like, what? I can think of probably some more airports that are way shittier.
Right. So, Schmaspiracy?
Schmaspiracy.
Actual conspiracy. If you take a look at the Denver airport, they say that the Illuminati and the New World Order constructed it to look like a swastika.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, and then inside there's all kinds of weird artwork.
Shut up.
What do I smell? Do I smell?
I smelled some
Luigi's?
good food before.
Food here?
I think you do.
Oh, doggy.
There we go.
Well, hey now. I hope you enjoyed this episode. It was a little
Yeah, it was
off
fun.
the cuff.
Throwback 2016, Asbury Park Comedy Podcast.
Could hit
Fest.
the way back machine all
I did,
the way
right?
to
We all did. That was
2016.
good. I liked it. Enjoyed it. You got anything to plug on the way out?
At Dennis the Intern on Twitter.
I think we should make it part of his job to plug Sydney.
Oh, yeah, and Sydney Esperance.
What do you say? Did you say Sydney Esperance?
I got all tongue-tied.
At Sydney Lesperance.
At Sydney Lesperance.
Our fact checker.
Yeah, I'm at the Derek D on Twitter. You can follow me there.
PBR Podcast. You can find us on the web. Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. If you give us some love.
What will we do?
Someone has once said that we'll love you back.
That's nice. It's a circle.
It's a circle.
It's a circle. We'll talk about something real here.